There's a Livistona fulva. Almost you can see like a history of maybe cold stress. I wouldn't say damage, but maybe damage. And that Livistona fulva is new to me. A lot of new to me's today, and I love the fact that I'm north of where I usually haunt. This is speciosa, it says, for Livistona as well. We're just meandering around the garden here. See if there's any other palmy things we can catch. There's a Lisa. That'd be worth walking to and recording. Okay, that one's definitely old and mature. Something just flew. Oh, there's a woodpecker on that leaf right there. Let me see if I can zero in on him. There he is. Oop. Oh, and that was a Carolina wren for those of you keeping score. In my last panel, I was wondering what that Boyd was. There's a palm here. Oh, that's a Jubaidiagris, like a Jubea Syagris cross. That's really cool. Eric was telling me about a Jubea that he knew of in Winter Park that was massive. May have been the seedling came from California, so it may have been a hybrid. But yeah, he was telling me earlier about a legendary Jubea. Another Tahina. That's awesome. That'll be good. In 30 years, there'll be some good seed stock to be distributed around, or however long it takes those things. Another Caryodoxa. There's a Prochardia. Let's see what you are. Remota. Okay. All right, and we're coming back around to the gazebo, so I'll stop here. Oh, Schizophylla Syagris. Oh, I guess we can stop with this. This is Neovicia? Yeah, Neovicia. Very nice. Here's that Chamaedorea metallica, rock on, and Ravenea Hillebrantii. Hadn't been covered, and we'll see what this little, I don't know if this is just a Arcana Phoenix here. Oh dear. Ah, here we go. No! Okay, Carpoxylon. Let me get back, get a sweeping shot of this. There we go. Sorry for the sunlight in the lens. Oh, and here's a Laquala here. Another Ramsey. Ramsey. Okay. Here's a silk floss flower. Hopefully it's in focus. Let me see if I can get you a little bit closer. Hopefully that's decent. And there's your classic spiky little trunk on the Sevia. And there's some Arcaria, I guess. That one's Angustifolia there, and there's a Neocookii here. And that Arenga, the sugar pinnata. There you go, single stemmed. And that might be another big Podocarpus, or maybe it was split out into some other name. More of these pinnate cycas here. That's Debauensis. I saw there was something, was Cycas multipinnae or something like that. So he has another type here. Some Zamia. What's that say? Nesophylla. Very pretty. As we press on. Let's see what else we can gather before I shut this off. Okay, so once again we got lizards on the signs. I don't know why I guess it's a cult thing with them. It's like premier real estate. This is Ilex vomitoria, and this has, with all the scuttle about coffee getting expensive, people I guess in Florida were seeing this as a yerba mate type thing. There's caffeic acids or something in there, and it was just funny. I was seeing articles show up, and people considering that an alternative, which is kind of laughable. Bunya tree. Let me see if it's another Araucaria Bidwillii, I think, if I'm reading that right with my feeble eyes. Kind of looks like a monkey puzzle tree. All right, firebush, Mollia patens. Ooh, pretty oak, bluff oak, Quercus ostrina. God, I'm blind. Yeah, ostrina. Sorry. Ah, beautiful oak tree. I do love my oak trees. And that looks like a red maple there. Ace of rubrum, maybe. I got this house. I'll find out more about that. Another Lisa. There's I think our Florida sugar maple, maybe. Maybe we're getting into some native-y type things here. I can see some, not really. Although I guess Lisa would qualify. Japanese blueberry tree, that's a big one. Jeepers. I've seen these in nurseries in like 7 gallons, about the biggest I've ever seen. So. Elaeocarpus despians. Alright, maybe I'll stop here and then pick up somewhere else. So we're close to the Liu house here, which had been owned by a few other families. There's a Calamandan, and we're in a kind of butterfly-y-ish garden, as well as an herb garden over that way. And of course it's almost the end of September, so a lot of the fragile stuff probably got fried back in April. Pink Eureka lemonade. And I made a video about that whole block. Hundreds of trees. Down in Indian River County. So here's a veggie garden. And it looks like they're getting started with stuff. So I guess there are things you can plant in late September. I'm going to wait about a month before I do it's usually exercise in futility, my attempt at some veggie gardening. I usually fail pretty miserably. Get 1 or 2 things. Let's see what they're growing here. Let's see, San Marzano, which I think is a canning or a paste tomato, and then basil. So maybe they'll make some, and these are sugar baby watermelons there. And let's see what else is going on here. This is, before I say anything, garden asparagus. Okay. Walk out of here real quick and see if there's anything of noteworthy. Ode to citrus picking, perhaps. Sign. Citrus workers. Well, there you have it. Okay. This place just goes on and on and on. It's really neat. Allspice with yet another lizard lurking on the sign. Okay. Get you a nice little sweep here and then we'll stop. Move on to something else.
Bought it was marked Sable Miamiensis.
Right. Yeah, I would agree with you that it's probably crossed with a trunking sable of some kind because this is super big.
So if it is crossed with palmetto, then there's a triple hybrid if you took that and crossed it with meridemont.
Right. The Miamiensis that we saw down at Montgomery a few weeks ago were old, but absent of trunk and deeply, they're really just replete with leaves and petioles and things like that, and shorter petiole lengths. Of course, this could be shade that's stretching the petioles out, but anyway, yeah, just very distinct.
I mean, whatever it is, if it was straight palmetto, it'd be a lot bigger if it's been in the ground since '99.
I think so, yeah, even in the shade, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, so maybe a cross.
And maybe it's crossed with that, since it's down and made that wispier palmetto too.
Oh, yeah, because these are divided pretty deeply, these leaflets.
It was always hard for me. I could never find photos of true verified Miamiensis. And then recently, I think Montgomery had that article about but I think they rediscovered it in some wild area.
Yeah,
or semi-wild.
I think they found
area.
a population somewhere. Yeah,
and wouldn't disclose where it was.
Right.
But because I wanted to contact them, like my wife and I hike a lot, and we love finding.